you took yesterday affect your ability to understand what's going on today?
No, sir.
Have you ever been treated for any mental illness?
No, sir.
All right. Did you get a copy of this indictment?
Yes, sir.
My understanding you're going to plead guilty to aggravated possession of drugs of felony 5 as well as the forfeiture specification. Is that your understanding?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, before I accept your guilty plea, I need to determine that you know and understand the constitutional rights you'll be waiving, the consequences of your guilty plea, and the maximum penalty I could give you. And I need to be satisfied that your guilty plea is being made freely, knowingly, and voluntarily. I'm going to ask you some questions. If you don't understand a question, let me know. If you want to talk to Mr. Fatika some more, let me know that, and I'll give you more time. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
You have a constitutional right to have a trial, either to me or to a jury of 12 Lake County citizens. You understand that right?
Yes, sir.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, sir.
If you go to a jury trial, all 12 members must agree to a guilty verdict before you can be found guilty. Do you understand that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, sir.
If you go to trial, the prosecutor will call witnesses to testify against you. Do you understand the prosecutor must prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt at a trial?
Yes, sir.
After the witnesses are done testifying for the prosecutor, you have the constitutional right to have your lawyer cross-examine the witnesses. Do you understand that right?
Yes, sir.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, sir.
If you go to trial, you have the right to have witnesses come here and testify for you. Do you understand that right?
Yes,
Are
sir.
you waiving that right?
Yes, sir.
If those witnesses refuse to come to court, I'll issue an order called a subpoena to make them come and testify. Do you understand that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, sir.
You have the right to testify at trial if you want to. Do you understand that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, sir.
You have the constitutional right to not testify at trial if you do not want to. Do you understand that right?
Yes, sir.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, I am.
If you decide not to testify at trial, nobody is permitted to comment on that decision. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
If you go to trial and you're found guilty, you have the right to appeal the guilty finding. Do you understand that right?
Yes, sir.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes.
If you file an appeal, you have the constitutional right to have a lawyer represent you in the appeal. Do you understand that right?
Yes, sir.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, sir.
If you could not afford to hire a lawyer, one would be provided at no cost to you. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you file an appeal, you're entitled to have a transcript of all the hearings in this case. Do you understand that right?
Yes, Your
Are
Honor.
you waiving that right?
Yes, sir.
If you could not afford to copy those transcripts, they'd be given to you at no cost. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
If you plead guilty today, you will not have the right to appeal the guilty finding. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions about any of these rights?
No, Your Honor.
Do you still want to plead guilty to this charge?
Yes, sir.
You understand by pleading guilty, you're fully admitting your guilt to the charge.
Yes, sir.
You understand by pleading guilty to this felony, you're voluntarily giving up your freedom for whatever period of time. I could sentence you to prison, to jail, or to community control.
Yes, sir.
Now, the offense of aggravated possession of drugs is a felony 5. It carries a 12-month maximum prison sentence and a $2,500 maximum fine. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you plead guilty to the forfeiture specification, then you're voluntarily giving up the items listed in the specification. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have another case here, 25 CR 727, that is scheduled for sentencing this morning. Now, this is a felony 5. That other case is a felony 5. Do you understand I could give you a consecutive sentence on these cases? Do you
Yes,
understand
sir.
that?
I do.
If I give you a consecutive sentence, the maximum penalty would be 24 months in prison and a $5,000 fine. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you presently on post-release control to the parole authority?
No, sir.
Do you understand that your guilty plea may result in a driver's license suspension of between 6 months and 5 years?
Yes, sir.
You understand your felony conviction will prevent you from owning or possessing a firearm?
Yes, sir.
You understand if a prison term is imposed in this case, you might have to serve a period of post-release control as part of your sentence for up to 2 years under the adult parole authority.
Yes, Your Honor.
If you are placed on post-release control and violate any conditions, the parole authority could return you to prison for up to 9 months for each violation, up to 1/2 of my sentence. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
If that violation is a new felony, you could get an additional consecutive prison sentence for that violation. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
If that were to occur, the maximum prison sentence for that violation would be the greater of 12 months or the time left under post-release control. Do you understand that?
I do, Your Honor.
Do you understand if a prison term is imposed, you are eligible for judicial release?
Yes, sir.
You could be placed on community control for up to 5 years, but if you violate any conditions, I could send you to prison for 24 months, 12 on this and 12 on the other case. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anybody promised you that I would be lenient on you just because you're pleading guilty today?
No, sir.
Has anybody promised you what I will sentence you to in this case?
No, sir.
Do you understand I do not have to follow the sentencing recommendation of either the prosecutor or your lawyer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you had enough time to talk to Mr. Fatika before pleading guilty today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has he discussed everything about your case and answered all of your questions?
Yes, sir.
Are you satisfied with the advice he has given you?
Yes, sir.
Have you been threatened or coerced in any way to plead guilty today?
No, sir.
Are you freely, knowingly, and voluntarily entering your guilty plea?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions at this point?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Contour, if this case went to trial, what would the evidence show?
Thank you, Your Honor. The evidence would have shown that on April 27th of 2025 in Lake County, Ohio, there was a warrant out for the defendant's arrest. Upon being arrested, his person was searched. There was a syringe found in his front pant pocket that was sent to the Lake County Crime Lab and determined to contain methamphetamine, the amount being less than the bulk amount.
All right, Mr. Fatika, anything to add to those facts?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Morton, did you hear what Ms. Contour said the facts would show if the case went to trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are those facts true?
Yes, Your Honor.
What is your plea to aggravated possession of drugs, a felony 5?
Guilty.
And what is your plea to the forfeiture specification?
Guilty.
All right, Mr. Fatika? Can you have him initial by the, page 2 by the Suboxone?
This is what we went over. Because there's a change here, you need to put your initials and the date. It's 2/27. Are we okay to sign, Your Honor?
Yeah.
The initial where you put this.
Mr. Morton, is this your signature on the written plea of guilty?
Yes, sir.
Did you sign it voluntarily?
Yes, I did.
Do you want me to accept your written plea of guilty?
Please.
All right, I will accept the written plea of guilty. Defendant was present with Mr. Fatika, advised of all of his rights, being a knowing, intelligent, voluntary waiver. He understands the nature of the charge, the consequence of his guilty plea, and the maximum penalty. Find it to be knowing, intelligent, and voluntary. I will accept the plea of guilty and find him guilty of aggravated possession of drugs, a felony 5, and the specification. Mr. Fatika, on this case, is he going to waive his right to a pre-sentence report?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so we're ready to go to sentencing on 7/27 and on this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
Your Honor, I reviewed the PSR and the drug and alcohol evaluation. While acknowledging that Mr. Morton has a fairly extensive criminal history, he does have prior failures on probation. The question then becomes, well, what's different this time? I'd respectfully suggest to the court he has a 9-month-old son. He's engaged. He does have family support. We submitted a letter from both his fiancée and his mother. If he was released after treatment, he would reside with his mother until he had stable housing with his fiancée and son. I think it's telling that a lot of people in Mr. Morton's situation are shooting to get out and get into an IOP. He's not saying that. He's saying, let me stay in, let me do the jail treatment program, let me do a residential treatment program. He understands that he needs help. Without demeaning the seriousness of the crimes, these are both residue cases, dirty needles. I think someone with a less serious record, these would have been handled in municipal court, which Mr. Morton, kind of makes a reference to in the PSR. But for all those reasons, we would ask that you consider community control here, consider imposing the recommendations contained in the drug and alcohol evaluation.
All right. Mr. Morton, what do you want to tell me before I sentence you?
Your Honor, I'd just like to say that prior to getting arrested, I did start taking the steps, put myself in IOP, and the MAT program. When I was arrested, I was drug tested coming into the county jail. 24 hours in, I passed my drug test. They're completely clean for everything. I don't plan on being on the Suboxone program forever. I plan on getting on the Sublocade shot and doing that 3 times and being done with that. I have a job. I'm in college classes. My son's my life right now, man. I cry almost every day, every night thinking about him. So I just want to get back to him, that's all.
All right, Ms. Contour.
Thank you, Your Honor. The state is recommending prison in this case. The defendant has 3 prior prison numbers from 2014, from 2016 to 2019, which included a firearm specification. He was placed on probation in 2022. He was not successful and was ultimately sent to prison on 2 cases from 2022 to 2023. He was on probation in a municipal court when he committed these offenses, as well as being on bond in 727 when he committed 650. So the state does not feel that he is amenable to community control sanctions and would recommend prison.
Okay, well, your record indicates that you certainly aren't very good on probation. So
I wasn't on bond when I bought that case.
none of that matters, okay? I mean, really, you got a lousy record.
Yeah, I understand
You've got a
that.
lousy probationer, and the question is whether you're ever going to get your shit together, okay? So I've considered the pre-sentence report, the support that Mr. Morton received, what he had stated, what counsel has stated. I'm going to, on both cases, I'm going to place you on community control for 4 years. On 727, you're going to serve 123 days in the jail with credit for 63. On 650, to the best of what I can glean here, I'm going to give you 74 days with credit for 14. So you're going to serve 60 more days in jail. The last 30 will be in a jail treatment program, and you're to follow the recommendations made coming out of there. After that, you're going to go to either Lake House or Concord Pines, and that program, complete that program, follow those recommendations. You're to have no drugs or alcohol, and you'll be screened. You're going to get a mental health evaluation and follow all recommendations. You're to utilize only 1 doctor, 1 dentist, and 1 pharmacy for any prescription medication. If you are prescribed medication, you're to take it only as prescribed. You're going to sign releases so probation can get your records. You're going to complete the decision points program through probation and follow those recommendations. You're going to attend at least 4 AA or NA meetings per week and obtain a sponsor. You ever had a sponsor before?
Yeah, I have one right now, Your Honor.
Okay. You're going to, at the appropriate time, obtain and maintain full employment. You're going to get a valid driver's license. You know what you have to do to get a driver's license?
Yes, Your Honor.
What do you got to do?
I need to contact the BMV and I need to start a payment plan and make a payment towards the license block that I have.
Who's got you blocked?
I believe Lake County.
Well, one of the municipal courts?
Yes, sir.
Which one?
I want to say Painesville, I believe.
All right. And you're gonna pay the cost and supervision fee, so the exception of the jail, all the terms are the same on both cases. You understand all the terms?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have any question about any of the terms?
No, sir.
Okay. Well, you know what happens if you violate, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. If you violate, and I find you violated, 24 months in prison.
Yes, sir.
Anything else, Ms. Contour?
Your Honor, items forfeited and bond released.
Yes.
Thank you.
Anything else, Mr. Fatika?
No, thank you very much, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Morton,
Thank you,
decide
Your
how
Honor.
you want to live, okay?
Yes, sir.